Hello, welcome to, I guess, a technique tip. So there was a question recently about wrapping beads. I like to use 6mm cord or a 6mm rope. A lot of people like using parachute cord, which is a really good cord to use as well. It's a little bit more flexible than my particular rope. It's also a lot smaller, as you can see. I do like the size of the 6mm more than I do the parachute cord. Although both of them look really good. I like them both. So what we're going to be doing on this one is just wrapping single color around. This is a lot different from peyote stitch where you can make a lot of more dynamic designs. I do like this because I really like the way the freedom of color you have and how it flows. So what we're doing here is going to have tension on 3 different sides on my hands, or with this particular side, and then tension on this side. You can see the thread is kind of wrapped around my fingers. That helps me maintain tension. So these 2 fingers are always going to be pushing, but also letting up. And on this side, as your beads are being laid down by your middle finger, your thumb is going to help ensure that they're staying nice and flat. So as this one is rolling, this one is pushing and letting go. And that's going to help maintain a singular kind of tension, I guess. So as this is going around, pull with one side, push with the other. Just try to be mindful of how your beads are laying down and making sure there's not too many big gaps. If you do get a gap though, you can actually just backtrack a little bit. Just renew that tension. Go a little bit further back than where you want to go, just to make sure that you're gonna have tension all the way through. When you get close to the end here, I like trying to make all of these lay as close as possible around the same size. You can kind of twist a little bit, but try to, as it naturally lays, try to keep all of these as close as possible that way, because when it's laying down, and regardless of how it's curved, you're going to see just nice, straight, clean lines. So here again, I'm going to have to backtrack because I just unrolled it a little bit. And once you get to that point, figure out where it's going to lay, pull off a couple beads. The first time I come around this way, I like having a lot of tension. The second time around, I loosen up a little bit. The second time is just to help keep that part steady. Well, if I need to pull off any beads, I could do that at that point, and I don't lose any tension, especially when I need to come back through the beads. I like going through 3 or 4. Try not to force going anything more than 3 at a time though, because otherwise it doesn't want to try to curve with you and you lose your tension. So once you get to that point, pull it tight. Keep this thread going in the same direction that you want to go. And use your nail or finger here to kind of push that back. Check for tension, see if it lays down flat. Everything's nice and smooth that I can see, and that looks good to me. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you, everybody.